is Mike Epstein from Digital Trends. We're here at Get Geeked at CE Week, and I'm here with Danny Seiger with ROLI, and we're here to talk about the Seaboard Rise MIDI controller. How you doing?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with Digital Trends.
All right, Danny, can you tell me about the Rise?
Absolutely. So the company is ROLI, and ROLI is a music technology startup company. We're based in London, but we have an office right here in New York, which is why there's no accent. It was a short trip for me. But as I said, we're a startup company, and what we're trying to do is pioneer something called connected music. Our goal is to expand the bandwidth of interaction between humans and technology. And you know, that sounds lofty, but really what we want to do is enable music creators to be more powerful and more expressive. And we do that in a couple of ways. We do that through the development of innovative hardware and also of innovative software. But I'll talk first about our hardware. And what lies at the very heart of our hardware effort is this right here. And this is the Seaboard Rise. And the Seaboard Rise is a radically new musical instrument. And it looks kind of like a keyboard when you look at it on the surface. It has, you know, whole tones and half tones. It has what seem to be black and white keys. But what sets it apart is that it doesn't utilize a typical key interface like a piano does. Instead, we utilize a silicone keywave interface. And it's hard to see on camera, but the surface of this instrument is actually very soft and malleable silicone. And what this allows you to do is achieve extremely sensitive and precise multi-dimensional control that allows you to shape sound through touch. And so a piano, for example, utilizes what we would call one-dimensional touch control. When you strike it, you can either strike it soft for piano, or you can strike it loud for forte. But that change was pioneered almost 400 years ago. And pianos haven't changed since, until now. And what we've done is we've introduced a subsequent 4 more dimensions of touch control. And so when you interact with the Seaboard, not only are you striking it, but you're changing the sound based also on your glide. So just like when I play a violin and I can get vibrato on the strings, as I touch this, I get real-time vibrato on the surface of the instrument. And the entire surface is interactive. So not only do I get vibrato on a single note, but I can slide down the entire instrument, and that changes my pitch. I also can slide up the instrument. I can fade up the y-axis. And as I move up the y-axis, that's also changing the sound. I also have pressure control. So as I press my fingers into the silicone, I'm changing the velocity of the sound. And I also have lift control. So as I take my fingers off, it's actually changing the tail end of the note. So like if I was playing a harp, for example, and I struck the chords and I wanted it to ring out, I'd take my hands off, or I can cut it. I have the same level of control here on the Seaboard.
Can you describe, it seems like it would expand the range of options you have as an artist. Can you talk a little bit about how you expect musicians would take advantage of that?
It's been absolutely incredible to see what this thing has done in the world. Because we created a brand new musical instrument. We didn't necessarily create the way to play it. You know, it's kind of like moving from the acoustic guitar to an electric guitar. People develop new capabilities and abilities because of that interface change. It's kind of like you didn't know that a guitar could do what Jimi Hendrix did until he did it on the guitar. And it's been amazing to see people create new types of playing for this. It's been really well adopted in the marketplace. Artists that use it, if you're into film, it's been adopted by a number of Oscar-winning and Grammy-winning musicians, including Hans Zimmer, who did the music for all the Batman movies, Inception, The Lion King, A.R. Rahman, who did the music for Slumdog Millionaire and 100-Foot Journey. If you're into hip-hop, Meghan Trainor, Ariana Grande, Drake, they all just came out with new albums. All were produced using the Seaboard. Drake's producer, 40, he's a huge fan of ours and has been using this for a while, and it's been really impressive to see what he does. If you're into digital music, BT, Jamie XX, Swedish House Mafia, they're all using this, and it's just been amazing to see what uses it's been put towards. I'd also like to add, though, that this instrument is also fully wireless. It is the first of its kind ever to utilize a software synthesizer that's been put on a phone. Even if you don't own our hardware, you should go to the Apple App Store. If you have any iOS device, you can download an app called Noise. And what Noise will do is it will turn the surface of your phone into a small Seaboard surface, and you can play right from your phone for free. It works particularly well on the iPhone 6s because it's force touch sensitive, and so you get a sense of that multi-dimensional touch control. The really cool thing, though, is that if you do own our hardware, it will link wirelessly via Bluetooth with your phone, and the phone becomes a sound engine that lets you play this instrument. And so I can be playing on the subway with this on my lap, my headphones plugged into my iPhone, and you're good to go. Right now, this instrument is available at stores nationwide. You can get it at all your local music stores like Guitar Center, Sam Ash, Jim's Music on the corner. They'll likely carry it. You can also get it directly from our website, www.roli.com. You should check out our Facebook page. We post lots of videos and tutorials of people using this incredible instrument.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, guys.